The following podcast includes a depiction of violence which may be distressing to some listeners.
A 3D horror-fi production, Blood and Stone by Marty Ross, based on the true story of the Countess Báthory.
Here I am at last. For you. Dare I? I dare. Black crows flapping about yellow bones in a swinging rusty cage. Flap and peck and peck and flap. Go on. Those bones deserve it. Here I stand, locked in a cage of my own.
Yes?
Hello, I'm...
Lost?
No, here's where I'm supposed to be.
You're kidding.
No, this is the castle, isn't it?
Obviously it's the bloody castle.
Then are you going to let me in?
They didn't send you, did they? The likes of you for, not in a million years.
Here I am.
The likes of you, waiting on her. One sniff of your tender young flesh and she'll claw the wall down to get it. Go on, darling girl, run off down to the village. Get yourself a job in the field.
The fields are dead.
Spring will come down there. Up here it's winter to stay. You see up there how bare the pickings are. Our friend Fishgo's been hung up there so long the crows are down to the scrags between his toes.
What did they hang him there for?
You're not from the village. Where are you from? The back end of fairyland. He's up there for the hard realities of what happened in this castle. The things that led to me being stuck here as a jailer for someone too important to be hung.
You're the jailer, and I'm the servant they said you needed to help you out.
I've been needing that helping hand for months now. No one's been mad enough to apply for the job.
Until I did.
You don't look mad.
I feel cold. Are you going to let me in?
Step right through. Just don't expect it to be any warmer in here. Colder still, in fact, the closer you get to her.
What happened to the place?
Stripped.
Stripped?
Stripped of all its finery and furnishings the moment her ladyship fell from grace. That grand family of hers thought they'd at least make a little profit out of the shame she brought upon their name. The kitchens are down here. Here we are, where they used to roast up banquets for our hall above. Now, it's all yours to cook her nibs her allotted daily ration of gruel and pig fat. Think you can do something scintillating with that?
Light that fire there and I'll see what I can come up with.
Well, come up with it quick. Her ladyship gets twitchy when she's hungry, like a rat in a trap. Watch your fingers. That's my advice.
And through there, that's, what, the meat store?
You're joking, aren't you?
Am I?
You know about this place. More than you've been letting on, maybe.
I don't know anything.
Then know this. You don't want to go through there.
What is it?
Where they keep the ghosts.
The what?
You heard.
Ghosts.
It's the laundry. The old laundry.
A laundry. That could come in handy.
It won't. If you need to steam some watery skid marks out of her ladyship's smalls, just use the kitchen sinks there.
And that's not exactly hygienic.
Nothing she got up to was hygienic.
What did it have to do with ghosts?
Nothing. Not at the time, anyway.
You don't believe in...
Here's what I believe in. Getting my job done and keeping eyes and ears closed to any other crap this place might fling at me. I'd advise you to do the same. Get that grub ready and get it upstairs. Soon as you can. I light the fire.
Where are you? Hello? Up there? Where are you?
Yeah, up here. Top of the stairs. The Royal Bloody Residence.
That's a climb.
We're as far from human society as she could possibly be put.
She's behind that door.
No, bright girl, she's in a wee hole in the wall. We keep the biggest rat you ever saw behind that door. Of course she's behind the bloody door.
You need all those locks and bolts for one woman.
Not just a woman. That's a tiger we've got in there.
Oh, I get it. Another joke.
No joke, this. You don't know her nickname? The Tigress of Čachtice. That's what they called her.
After a year and a half locked in the dark in that one room, this kind of food for her diet, as a tigress, she can't be so very fierce by now.
Oh, no, of course not. Tame as a pussycat. Why don't we wake Puss up? Puss! Puss! Wakey, wakey! Dinner's here! Right, see that hatch there? Foot of the door. Slide it open.
Just slide.
That's a girl. Slide it up. Now put the tray there, on the floor.
What? Like this?
No. You got to slide it through, obviously. Right through. No, further than that. She's a frail old thing, can't hobble very far. Right through. Push it all the way through your arm, shoulder, right up to the door. Go on. Show an old lady a bit of consideration.
Oh, my arm can't stretch any further. Oh, she's got me! Help!
Well, fancy that. Our tigress must still have a claw.
Help me,
All right, darling. Don't wet yourself. Get back! Back to the door, you tootly old bag of bones! Back! Or I'll come in there and fancy a stick in and let me them bones! You all right there? Don't take it so hard. Your first day in the job, you got to expect a joke or two from your workmates. Did she bite you?
Bite? What? No, she sniffed me. Like an animal.
Well, she's been locked in there with the windows bricked up for so long, I reckon the old girl's blind as a bat. Has to sniff any morsel put her way.
And she whispered something. She whispered, "I'm innocent. Help me."
Really? I'm innocent? Well, I've been working in prison since I got out of short trousers, and I've never heard a murderer say that before.
Yes, that couldn't be true, could it? Or she wouldn't be locked up like this, not being the great lady she was.
If you knew the full horror of what this great lady did, you'd be surprised with being so indulgent of her.
What did she do? What exactly?
Sweetheart, it would take longer than the days left for me to list it all. Let's summarise by saying she's earned her place in hell. Mainly by making this place a hell for the innocent. You honestly haven't heard?
Maybe a few things.
The Countess Erzsébet Báthory in there slaughtered her way through half the peasant girls between here and Vienna. Hundreds of them. Slaughtered them. Bathed in their blood. Literally, I mean. She reckoned it'll preserve her much-toasted beauty. Maybe there was something to the idea. She's been locked up in there a long time without any fresh blood for her bathtub. And God knows, she's ugly now.
Hundreds of girls. You're exaggerating.
What's a few hundred peasants here or there in a country ruled by the likes of her? But she was the worst bloodsucker of them all. And so even the other bloodsuckers finally got a little disturbed by the mess she was making. Not for the likes of her, of course, hanging in a cage from the castle walls like the servants who helped her. Nah. With the countess, discretion was the best safeguard against stirring revolutionary bloodlust in the peasants she left standing. So they locked her up in there, praying the world would forget her soon enough. Judging by you, it has already.
I come from a long way away.
I'm tired. You must be too, I'm sure.
Tired? Oh, sort of.
Then go and get my dinner ready. And remember, I'm a man, not a mad old bacton. I got a whole different variety of hungers needing fed.
I can imagine.
Bring me a beer up. There's barrelfuls down in the cellar. Her relatives concentrate on thieving the wine, and I'm for celebrating the fact I've suddenly got some company on the night shift.
I'll bet you are.
Get your pretty behind downstairs then, and start thinking about what you can do to make me happy.
My mind's racing ahead of me already.
Get a good whiff of her, have you, Countess? Gnawing the door with greed, are we? Well, wait your turn. I sniffed her first. Oh, you're a dab hand, I'll give you that. A dab hand. Filling these guts of mine.
I'm doing my best. More beer?
Go on. I'll find a place for it somewhere. Fill your own cup while you're at it.
Oh, mine's full already.
So it is. You sure you're drinking at all?
I was well brought up. Ladylike, you know. Dainty sips I drink in.
I was brought up not to trust anyone who sips their beer.
You trust me, don't you?
I don't know. Do I? Oh, this beer's strong.
Strong enough for a strong fellow like you.
Oh, stronger than that. Oh, you sure you didn't spice it up with something?
Me? With what?
Go on, this meat, this... Oh, wait.
You're not dead, are you? Are you? Come on, you great lump of gas and offal, speak up! Oh no, I thought not. The stuff in there wasn't that powerful, not for an ox like you. Are these the keys? These. No, these. Just the right number for the locks on that door. Excuse me. Sleep on, there's a dear. Here I am. Finally. One last door and you're safe in my hands. You hear me in there? Hello? I've come to... Stop hesitating, you silly girl. Open the door and get it done. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Hello? Is that you? Let me light this candle. What? Listen, please. What? No, listen. I still can't see you. Over there. Where? Listen. I heard what you said, and I believe you. I believe you.
Oh yes, you would. A sweet innocent like you. How could you believe the lies they've walled me in with here?
Countess Báthory?
I am Countess Báthory. Who else would have it in her to stand tall in such a prison and say, shrink my world how you like, this is still my castle, and this is still my domain?
Countess...
Oh, don't look at me like that! I know I'm not looking my best. Not after all these months, years, decades, centuries, shut in this dark. Not even a change of gown would they leave me. Look, your candle, shine it here. The moths chew at my silken finery, even with me still upright within it. And this face, this hair, these hands of mine. Oh, turn the candle away, away! Time itself is chewing through these. Time, darkness, and a whole world of hatred against me. Talking of which, what have you done with my jailer?
He's face down in a dinner plate out there. He wanted his guts stuffed. I stuffed them till it shut him up for the night.
And stole in here to lighten my darkness with... Oh, my, that is a pretty face. Oh, pretty and pale and solemn as my fondest memory of beauty. May I? Oh, of course I may. Touch that soft pink of yours. Oh, don't flinch. Forgive the scratch of these nails and knuckles. So deformed they are by my having to scour a living in this rat hole. To mar such beauty as yours would be a crime indeed.
They accuse you of crimes. Terrible crimes.
Oh, slanders, I told you. Once upon a time, a countess lived here, unequalled throughout Hungary for beauty and power. Her husband died, and her power increased, her beauty too. Other men coveted her lands, her castles, resented her influence at court, so they planted stories against her, set false accusations in motion, planted evidence, bribed witnesses, condemned her to a slow death in this one tiny corner of her otherwise stolen empire.
Oh, you poor thing.
What?
But don't worry. I'm here to help you escape.
Escape?
That's what you want, isn't it?
Then you believe me?
How could I not? Look at you.
Look at? No! Don't! I told you, turn that candle away!
What a withered old thing you are. A yellow skeleton in a black ball gown. How could you have it in you to tear through the world with a tigress's claws?
The candle! I told you! Away! Oh! Worn, sweet girl. In the dark, I'm a beauty still.
Candle! Where is it?
I refuse, you see, to be defeated by this darkness. No, I've embraced the dark, made it my own. Here I am, my lovely. Or here. Or maybe here. I've come to wear this darkness, you see, like a bridal gown of blackest satin, a veil to whisper through, a mask for terrifying my attackers. Here I am! Or here! Or here! The dark is my mirror, in which I behold my beauty restored to me. I see that beauty now. How splendid I am. Splendid as the dark itself, with its 1,000 textures interwoven, so like the textures of blood. Oh, which shades into blackness where the red runs thickest. Why, one can see one's own face in blood thick as that. One can see her. Here! Here!
What?
The candle. Light it! Light it! It's too dark in here! I don't like the dark! The things that come out of it clutch at you! The candle! Light it!
Wait. There.
Oh, that's better. Better. No, don't look at me. Don't. Oh, my dear.
What? Why are you staring at me like that?
When I hit you, can't you taste it? With your own sweet lips.
Blood.
I cut your lip.
It's all right.
Oh, it's more than all right. The sight of it there, it's exquisite. whether there or on this gnarled old knuckle of mine here, I'll lick it, and then I'll kiss it off the
Get off me!
I'm sorry, but taste yourself. It's gone. A helpful gesture, no more. Atonement for an earlier sin.
I wouldn't go playing too many games with me, Countess, given that I'm your last chance of getting out of here.
But then, I didn't hear you lock that door after you came in. Perhaps I could push you aside and make my own way out.
It's a long way down the stairs, and you'll have to go a longer way still, through the mountains in the dead of night, before you'll be even halfway safe. Which means, I reckon, you still need my help.
Then, please show a frail old woman the way.
Take my arm, then. Quiet! The stairs are this way.
I know my way around my own castle.
Then you'll know the way out is down there. Wait.
This fat, snoring peasant thug. I want to leave him with one last scar to remember me by.
No, come on, it's too dangerous.
Oh, dangerous. A word they coined, after all, to describe me.
Ah, yeah, you old bitch. And you did everything you could to see the word worn out.
No!
Unhand me!
Right now, it's your young friend I'm more concerned about. Her and her gut-rotting approach to cuisine, which I had the good sense to pretend to knock me out before it did so for real. Thought I'd see what you were up to.
I've told you already, and I will not tell you again. Let me...
Quiet!
Oh!
Oh, biting me! Get off!
Let go of her!
What, both of you? One of you's as bad as the other.
Just lie there a while. Countess, we're going.
No, you're not.
My. But I've never seen you in a clear light before.
Keep them witches' eyes off me.
I remember you, don't I?
Never mind that.
In the early flush of my years here as Countess, weren't you the squint of a lad they set to collect the cast-aside bones from beneath my banqueting chair?
Shut up.
Don't I recall you crawling around my skirts, sniffing out the scent of my teeth, my lips, on those jelly-wet cast-offs?
Quiet.
Drooling over my beauty as it towered above you.
Listen to me.
Is all your cruelty revenge for the worship I tortured you with back then?
Shut up.
Oh! No! Get away from me!
Maybe the stick's not punishment enough this time. I've got a knife here. Maybe I should cut out that evil tongue. Cut that... My knife. Where is it? Where's my knife?
Got it right here.
What? Oh, you want to be careful with that thing. Oh, that's not a toy, you know. Oh, now look, I'm bleeding, Jesus. Oh, first you stuff my guts with poison, then you put a bloody hole in them. Oh, God. Don't let her see. Not the blood, Jesus.
Now will you lie still?
You're not quite the shy little kitchen maid you make yourself out to be, are you?
Shut up and lie there, or I'll cut your throat to shut you up.
What? Look, don't let me die here with her looking on. Not with all this blood. Her and blood, some things are unholy. No, I don't want that knife, I'm dying. You got to hold something sacred, eh? Even if it's just a dribble of your own guts.
I told you I'd cut your throat. Now lie there and shut up.
Oh.
Are you all right, Countess?
Am I? Yes. A bruise or two, but I'll survive. He was right. You're something other than a common serving girl.
Common or not, I serve as best I can. Now let's go. This way.
Wait.
For what?
Who'd have thought?
Thought.
A rose so red blossomed from such a mire.
What, his His blood, do you mean?
Look how it spreads across the floor. The swirl of colours within it, pink to crimson to scarlet to black. Why, it's so tempting to crawl across.
No, we haven't time. What are you doing?
Beauty such as this demands one's time. Time to dip one's head and sniff the blossom, to marvel at one's own perfect reflection in the spreading puddle, to taste. Yes, to dip one's head and... No, what a mess this blood makes. Who's that mirrored there? Some graveyard rat? Some vampire's hag? Not me. No! I wasn't born to grovel over some peasant carcass. I am... Your countess is a little... discomposed, I think.
Well, let her come with me and compose herself on the way down. Now! No, not that way.
What? But the castle door's just across the hallway here.
Yes, the main door. The door we can't use.
Huh?
There are soldiers outside. A whole troop of them. You'll be back in your cell and I'll be hanging in a cage outside before we've drawn a breath of night air. We have to go down this way.
Down where?
Through the kitchens. I worked it all out earlier. There's a door.
No.
No, I've seen it.
Not there.
You scared of the dark, are we? I've got the candle. And I'll sing you a song if you like.
Oh, what? A song?
The song my mother used to sing when I was frightened of the dark. As a child, you know. She taught it to me so I could sing it to myself whenever she had to go away. To go away and leave me. My mother's rose bush buds me forth one last time.
What do I care about your wretched mother?
Oh, come. Aren't you a mother yourself?
What? Yes. Of daughters who abandoned me to save their own good names.
You led such a wild life. Maybe there's a daughter or two you abandoned yourself, lost track of.
What?
A daughter without a good name to worry about, without too many inhibitions about coming back to take care of her dear old mamma.
What do you mean?
Idle speculation. Something we've hardly time for, I know. Come on, this way.
No. I'm telling you, I won't go down there.
Is it the ghosts?
The what?
Our friend up there with the cut throat, he mentioned something about ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Well, you don't have to believe in them to be frightened of them, I suppose.
No. And I've heard them. To be sure, there or not, day in, day out. And the night's still worse. Even with me all the way up there in that tower and them all the way down there.
Ghosts of who?
Who do you think?
Shh! The guards outside.
I hear them scraping at the walls as if trying to claw their way up to me. Breathing like buried things. Sighing. Or is it singing? Lamenting. Cursing. Crying for blood. Mine? I don't know. How should I know? Such things don't exist. Except they do. And there's no escaping them, and so I won't. I can't go down
Listen
there.
to me, listen. Past and present. There's been so much to fear in this castle as regards plain old flesh and blood. Fretting about a ghost or two seems beside the point.
What do you know about such things?
Only whispers.
Whispers?
Maybe a ghost or two is behind those. Which means, maybe, who knows, ghosts can be friends sometimes. Friendlier, certainly, than the thugs outside that main door. Come on, let's see how friendly these ghosts are.
No, wait.
We can't wait. Trust me. My mother's rose bush buds me forth one last time. Too late now to call them back, my tears fall in silence.
Enough of that peasant caterwauling.
Is it the song you don't care for? Or my singing voice? Or something more?
What?
Sometimes songs can stir memories. Memories good and bad.
What memory would a woman of my stature possess of a song that might have been sung
By
by
a kitchen maid.
What?
After all, I'm a kitchen maid, more or less. And here we are, in the kitchens.
I know where we are.
We can go through that door at the far end.
That door? That's not the way out.
It is. I had a look today. It leads out through the old...
Laundry.
Laundry, yes.
That's not the way out.
But it is. There's a stairway up there.
We can't go through there.
You don't believe me?
I know what's in there.
Really? I'd have thought the lady of the castle would have visited the laundry even less than she popped her head round the door of the kitchen.
Oh, I visited the laundry. You may be sure of that.
Then you'll know there's nothing to be scared of. Come with me now.
No! Who are you to give me commands?
I told you I'm here to help you. To help you leave this place forever.
Why?
Because you're innocent.
How can you know that?
Because you told me.
I've said the same to so many others. None of them believed me.
Maybe I'm an innocent myself. Innocent enough to believe anything.
Innocent enough to get yourself into a lot of trouble, quite possibly.
Well, I'm in that trouble now, don't you think? So the only way to go is to go on. This way.
This way, then. It's hardly changed. Even all these old sheets still hanging everywhere.
This place must have been shut up too quickly for them to worry about changing the linen.
Listen to it. Dripping, rotting.
Leaky ceiling, looks of things.
That's not what dripped in here in the old days.
Then you did venture in here a time or two.
More times than that.
Careful. You'll make me suspicious.
Suspicious?
Wasn't it in here, according to those whispers I've heard, that you and your lackeys committed your worst crimes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of the slanders did, yes, run along those lines.
The idea. I mean, the laundry of all places. Still, I suppose with all these great stone basins, it would be the easiest place to keep clean.
Slanders all the same.
They said you bathed in the blood of those poor peasant girls. Right here, in one of these basins. This one, it's the grandest, certainly. Grand enough even for the blood-soaked grandeur of the Countess Báthory, the gore running thick in her premature wrinkles.
Lies!
Lies, Countess. Then counter them. The truth. Tell me.
The truth?
Please.
The truth is, I was never more beautiful, never less wrinkled than when I lay in that tub, drenched, deluged in the scarlet heat raining from the peasant girl carcasses on those hooks up there. The half-formed beauty of those butchered waifs perfected in me.
Then the lies are yours. Yours to me.
Oh, I've hardly been the only one lying, I suspect. You, who are you, truly? And why have you dragged me here?
Don't you remember me, Mother?
What? No, I can't be.
Well, maybe not in the most conventional sense.
In no sense whatsoever.
Really? Take a look at this face of mine.
Your face?
It still doesn't stir any memories.
Memories?
Don't you recall seeing it down here, the better part of 20 years ago?
20 years? But you can hardly be 20 years old now.
Then maybe I'm a ghost myself.
What?
We're all haunted, after all, by the shades of those who gave us birth.
What? What does that mean?
You don't remember me. Maybe you remember my mother, my true mother.
Your?
My mother's rosebush. That's the song she used to sing to me while she worked in the little kitchen of our cottage, miles away. I wonder if she didn't sing it here. Still don't remember her? I do. That song's echoed in my head ever since. And as for my face, well, every time I see it in the mirror, it looks more like hers. That face which said goodbye to me so long ago, entrusting me to my grandmother, while she set off to earn the money we so needed with my father dead. To earn it in the castle of some far-off countess. I remember her failing to come back. I remember my grandparents making inquiries and being told to shut their mouths and let the matter go. Peasants, after all, vanish off the face of the earth every day. The peasants they leave behind aren't supposed to complain, yet here I am, All these years later, my mother's daughter complaining about your slaughtering my mother in among all those countless others.
I see. And you freed me.
I freed you, yes, from those powers which hadn't the guts to do more than lock you away and slide you a tray of gruel once a day. I freed you to get you down here, the only proper place for passing the death sentence you deserve here, where you passed so many death sentences on women like my mother.
Hence you're keeping hold of that knife.
I'll use it, I promise, with the same care and attention you turned on your victims. I won't rush. I'll bleed you drop by drop and bathe in the blood till I've wrung you dry.
Oh, my. And they accuse me of being savage.
I am what you made me. You stole my mother and mothered this hatred in me. I'm your child now, more than I'm hers. The child of your cruelty. You only have yourself to blame for the bite I have for your breast.
Oh, a stolen knife and a peasant grievance, I'd suggest, aren't enough to make the child the mother's usurper in matters of violence. Not just yet.
Keep away from those sheets! Away from the sheets!
Why? In my hands, the plainest old bedsheet hung up like this might prove more useful than that knife of yours. Observe!
No!
It's bested your weapon already.
Only for a moment. Just you wait.
Countess Báthory, my dear, is waiting on.
No. No, where are you?
Where? Oh, why don't you guess where?
I know where. I have the knife. You're behind these sheets here, aren't you?
Not there. Lady.
Where are you?
In my element. Unlike you. The darkness down here in this laundry, the shadows within its shadows, they were my truest kingdom. Those girls, indeed, so like you. Oh, I lured them down here as easily as I'm luring you into this maze of mouldy old sheets hanging there.
They won't hang here much longer. Where are you?
Here. No. Perhaps here. Still can't see you. But you see the blood on the walls. Those bygone stains trailing down the brickwork, blood and stone. These are the realities here. The blood of my victims splashed the height and breadth of walls, hard as this heart of mine. And guess what? Oh, I might even have a weapon or two hidden away in here. Weapons my captors were too clumsy in their investigations to uncover.
I'll get you before you find them any moment now.
Oh, too late. Here are the shears I used to cut up pretty girls like paper dolls. Oh, and here's the corkscrew I turned in their veins to uncork the rich red bouquet.
Shut up!
Scaring you, am I? Ooh, I think I'd be scared if I were you.
Not a bit of it. I'm young and strong and I still have the knife.
The knife? No, you don't. I have it now. The other weapons I teased you about, those perhaps were pretend. This, plainly, is real.
Get away from me!
No one gives commands down here but me.
You think I'm frightened of fighting that knife back off you, you bony old hag?
Hag? Oh, not for long. I'll slice every last spurt of blood out of you and bathe myself in it, and then step from that bath younger and more beautiful than ever.
Madness! Open your mind to reality here! Hear the ghosts!
What?
Can you? The ghosts of those you slaughtered, or what was it? 600 of them. What's the betting they're here around us now?
I don't want to hear any more nonsense about ghosts.
I can hear them, see them even.
Quiet!
All those poor butchered girls calling out still for justice.
Silence, I say!
Mother, are you there? I've come at last to avenge you.
Silence before I
Oh,
silence you.
after all these years, my God, yes, look. All around us, in the dark, stepping clear of the bloodstains on the walls, taking solid form. Look, look, how can you fail to see them?
I refuse to see
Look,
them!
look!
No! No! I am the reality here! No one but me! But me! But me! And... No one, you see. No one here but you and me and you. You are dying, which leaves me free. Who's there? Who's there? No one but me. Me. No one. What? Shadows! Oh, so many! No, no! My own shadow. No other. My domain. My shadow! What?
There they are. Can't you see them? Even now.
No. There's no one. No one. Can't. Won't. I refuse to see them. You hear me? All of you. I refuse to see you. You haunt my mind. Nowhere else. Ghosts aren't real. Blood is real. Power is real. My freshborn magnificence will be real when I bathe myself in the blood of this.
Mother! What? There she is. Stepping before all the others. Her wounds still wet. Oh, Mother! What did this monster do to you?
Why aren't you dead?
Dead. Dying. That's why you're stepping before me at last, Mother, isn't it? To ease me over into whatever's beyond, isn't it? To take my hand.
She's not there. No one's here but me. Not even you. You lump of blood.
Yes, Mother. Take my hand. Let this old cannibal see there's more to life than butchery. Something such as...
No. Listen to me. She's not there. Listen to me, girl. Look at me. No. Don't stare like that. Stare past me. Stare. No. Don't look at me like that. None of you. What are you doing? All of you crowding round me after your revenge, eh? How to claw that blood back. Well, you can't have it. I claimed it as my right. You all lived and died to serve me. I am your countess, and I am all that matters here. Come on and fight me to the death. Who's less afraid than me of seeing blood flow, even my own? At the end of the day, come! Take me! Take me!
Alright, wake up. Hey, listen up there. Get your shift out of that new serving maid's knickers and piss off out of my seat. The one fella can actually handle a shift in this place just got here. You listening? Hey, I'm talking. My God. You're right. No. The door. Listen, hello down there. The door up here. It's open. She's free. The countess, she's... What in the name of... Countess! What happened here? What did you do? There you are. Listen to me. Listen. You killed him. The girl. What did you do, the girl? Your new servant. What did you do to her? Tell me before I beat it out of you. What have you done?
Dad, I've seen.
Seen?
Seen.
Seen what? Tell me.
Love, I suppose.
What? What?
Imagine that. Down there of all places.
Doing where?
The laundry.
Oh, Jesus. You were doing that?
Yes. Last night. It had to end there, I suppose.
Wait. You got out of here. You found your way down there and then, what? You came back up here?
Well, the world out there, I realise now, is a little too frightening for an old woman like myself.
A mad old woman?
Mad. Oh, I might even be sane, finally. I have the ghost to thank for that.
Ghosts? What ghosts?
The ghosts down there. The ghosts of those women I killed. They were there in their hundreds, all around me. Bloodied and beautiful still. Beautiful as I haven't been in, oh, such a long time. The girl's mother was there. She stepped forward, and I knew she was coming to drag me where I belonged with her Ravenon's claws, but she didn't. She knelt over her dying daughter, and one reached up and one reached down, and they embraced. And I saw blood so clean through both of them, and the blood was like flowers blossoming, roses, poppies, out of barren earth, filling that crypt with their fragrance. Oh, I've always been partial to the fragrance of blood.
You're telling me, you filthy old vampire!
So, of course, I groped my way towards them. As I got close, I realized this blood shone too bright for me to bear looking at it, that its fragrance was too sweet for my old sour nostrils to cope with. I breathed again, realizing that the bloody countess had never got close to blood in her life. Not such blood as blossomed there, only rot and suffering and swift decay. That's what I've been beautifying myself with all these years. I threw myself to the floor, chewed at the damp stone until I felt the teeth left in me begin to break. And then, when I looked up, I saw they were all gone. The ghosts and the girl alike, leaving me alone down there. Alone, and cold, and bloodless.
Wait. God's gone to you. What do you mean?
Oh, her body's still there, obviously, but she's gone.
What's that there? Those scabby old werewolf's eyes. Tears?
Yes. I suppose they are. Oh, yes. What's that old expression? Blood from the stone.
You insane old monster. If there's any power in this land not out of its mind, I pray it will give you, finally, the death sentence you deserve.
Too late.
Eh?
I death sentence to pronounce. Listen. The countess remained sealed in that tower room for the few days which constituted the remainder of her life. One morning, a jailer looked in to find her lying dead amid the dust, the cobwebs, and what remained of the former majesty of the apartment. She was buried secretly and without service. Last night's adventure will of course be omitted from the record to save my captors further embarrassment. So, you see, you're looking at something of a ghost yourself.
You're madder than ever. Sorry, she's up here. Wait a minute, just wait. I'm coming. I've got to lock her in.
Yes! Yes, run, little man. Tell your terrible stories of me after I'm gone. That's one way of haunting the world, I suppose. My, how I'll claw my way into the mind of every listener to those stories. Can't you feel me crawling around in yours as you listen to the end of this story? I am the Countess Erzsébet Báthory, and still, I am hungrier, thirstier than death itself. Stay with me a while here in the dark, and help me calm this hunger for a while. Oh, won't you? Won't you? And I'll show you how shockingly beautiful this sad-eyed old woman can still be.